as migrants have placed their hope and their trust in smugglers who promised safe passage to the United States. Those were false promises, and those journeys have had devastating results.
It is becoming an all too familiar story. Smugglers putting the lives of migrants in danger to get them here illegally. Along our coast, a suspected smuggling boat was intercepted over the Memorial Day weekend off Mission Beach. Officials say 17 undocumented people were on board. They did make it to land safely, but that is not always the case. A month ago, 3 people died when an overcrowded boat with more than 30 people on it broke apart near the Cabrillo National Monument. And just a few weeks after that, 1 person died after a panga boat carrying more than a dozen migrants capsized near La Jolla shores. ABC 10 News reporter Natay Holmes joining us live now from that deadly scene. And just in the last half hour, Natay, word of another possible incident.
Virginia, less than 24 hours after federal officials issued a warning to smugglers of not trying to bring people into the U.S., we had another possible attempt off the coast of La Jolla. This was about 30 minutes ago. Our 10 News breaking news tracker was there. Let's get you that video as Border Patrol agents took several people into custody. They loaded the individuals into vehicles, and this was near biological grade. We also saw a Coast Guard helicopter over the water, possibly searching for a boat or anyone in the ocean. As of right now, we're still working to find out if Border Patrol is calling this a smuggling attempt and if everyone is okay. But we have seen a number of dangerous, deadly attempts recently. Federal officials are still warning people to not trust smugglers that promise entry into the U.S.
Do not place your life in the hands of human smugglers. We have seen 25 migrant deaths in border areas in San Diego and Imperial counties from October 2020 through April 2021, compared to 29 in all of fiscal year 2020.
According to the U.S. Attorney, the number of human smuggling-related deaths in the Southern California region in the first half of 2021 is on pace to pass all of fiscal year 2020. In a news conference yesterday, the U.S. Attorney was joined by a number of agencies, including CBP, Border Patrol, and the Coast Guard. Officials noted several examples that they say show the dangerous impacts of smuggling. The panga boat crash off the coast of Point Loma in early May that killed 3 people, and then the panga boat rescue here in La Jolla in mid-May that left 1 person dead. Now, all of the suspected smugglers in these cases are facing a number of federal charges. And again, we are working to get more details on the incident that happened here in La Jolla this morning. Live in La Jolla, Natay Holmes, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Natay. Well, we have seen a spike in attempted human smuggling at sea. It is important to remember the dangers on land as well. You may recall this tragic crash in Imperial County just in March. That SUV was packed with 25 people with no seatbelts, no seats, when it collided with a tractor trailer. 13 migrants died. Everyone else was injured.
What options are we giving these folks except to jump 25 people in a car?
Advocates have been pushing for a better path to citizenship, something President Biden has been pushing for as well. The Deputy Communications Director told Team 10 reporter Adam Rakusin the president has made it clear he wants lawmakers to send an immigration reform bill to his desk. With our community so close to the border, we have been dedicated to covering these stories extensively, from what's being done here in San Diego to the response at the federal level. You can stay on top of what's happening by going to our website, 10news.com.